Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're looking at pivot table customization. So let's get started. I have this data available. I'll go to the insert. I'll enter a pivot table in new worksheet. I don't need an existing place, so I'll just click on new. Now I'll just, for an example, I'll just put region here, sales and quantity right here. Now let's look at the customization. What you can make changes in pivot table. Once you click on pivot table analyze, you will see all these options available. You can enter slices, you can enter timeline, you can refresh data, clean. There are multiple options available. However, we'll be talking about customizing your pivot table to modify specific things so that your table remains as it is, even if data is changing constantly. So let's take an example. First thing I would like to do is give my pivot table a unique name so that if I'm working with multiple pivot tables, I would be able to connect my table as per the requirement. If I'm connecting to a slicer, it will reflect in the report connection how which pivot table I want to connect and which report I want to refresh based on that specific data. So let's give an example. I'll give this the name reason wise, and let's put a slicer right here. With that, I'll show you the example. Let's take an example. My pivot table name is region wise and I want to connect it to report connections. I have multiple slicer available. Now I can see the name is already given. So if I want to connect this to that particular slicer, I'll select yeah. Otherwise, I'll just leave it as it is or uncheck it if it is already checked. So this way it makes it easier to connect different slicer to a pivot table. Now, moving to next setting, if you look at every time I'm changing, selecting the category, the table is automatically resizing. When you're working on a dashboard or any dynamic dashboard, these things will have an impact on your dashboard because it will keep shifting from one place to another or it will automatically resize. So all the details will not be in the same place. To ensure that your pivot table doesn't resize, simply go to the pivot table analyze, go to options and select options. Uncheck this auto fit column with on update. Preserve self formatting on update. So keep it checked and then click OK. Now if even if I select any of this filter option, numbers are changing, but my fields are same. Now, if you also want to change, let's take an example. You are not comfortable with this color coding. You can also change the design. You have multiple designs available. You can select dark sided or as per your preference. Now, if you're also not comfortable with the color or you want to look with any specific color on a different, go to the page layout and here you have color combinations available. You can choose any color you want, or if you want to customize the color, you can auto customize as per your need and customize the color and you can click save and it will be updated. So if your organization has any specific requirement for color,